Cyrano has an enormous nose. His mustache never gets wet in the rain. In Cyrano stands, people ride horses and fight with swords. Girls are beautiful, but they don't have a bath. Boys don't smile because they don't have any more teeth when they are 20 years old. Cyrano has beautiful green eyes, but it is difficult to see them behind his big nose.
When you have an enormous nose,
You have enormous ears,
enormous feet, and an enormous face. When you have an enormous nose, everybody teases you. Because of this, Cyrano learns to defend himself from bothersome people, and now he is more intelligent and stronger. In fight, bothersome people laugh and say, "Oh, what's a nose, haha." Cyrano answers, "My nose is not really a nose. It is a fishing rod for fishing, or a telescope to see the moon."
Cyrano is a poet too.
But bothersome people do not understand poetry. So Cyrano hits them on their heads for them to understand his words.
You can have an enormous nose and still have a normal life. You can eat without pepper, drink with straw, sleep, but not face down, and fall in love. Cyrano is in love with his cousin Roxanne. People say it is not good to fall in love with your cousin. Anyway, he doesn't dare to tell her anything because of his enormous nose. Cyrano is miserable. Roxanne is very pretty. She has a red dress. She is very intelligent, but not strong in fights. This is not important because girls don't fight. They prefer to ride horses or fall in love. Roxanne is in love too. She is in love with Christian. Christian is very stupid, but he is very handsome. He is in love with Roxanne, but he doesn't dare to tell her anything because of his stupidity. Roxanne only loves poetry. Cyrano is intelligent, very strong in fights, a poet and very kind. He wants to help Christian to confess his love to Roxanne. Christian is terrified because he's stupid. Cyrano says, "Don't worry, I will talk for you." At night, Roxanne is in the balcony. Christian is in the garden, and Cyrano is hidden. He whispers the poems to Christian, and Christian recites the poems to Roxanne. Roxanne thinks that Christian is wonderful, and suddenly they fall in love. Cyrano feels angry. A bothersome person, the Guiche, hates Cyrano. He is handsome, rich, intelligent. He has a small nose and he loves war. He loves Roxanne too, but Roxanne doesn't love him. The Guiche sends Cyrano and Christian to the war. The Guiche is a dishonest person. Luckily, Before going to the war, Christian marries Roxanne. He has a wife, and he can boast about this before the other soldiers. Christian is stupid. War is terrible. War is death. War is hate. War is fear. War is a crime. Christian and Cyrano are in the middle of the war, and there are many enemies. Christian is afraid, but Cyrano says, "Don't worry, I will fight in your place." At night, Cyrano thinks about Roxanne. He writes beautiful letters to her, passing himself off as Christian. Roxanne thinks the letters are very beautiful, so she decides to give a surprise to her husband and visit him. What a terrible mistake! Oh my God! When she comes, she will discover everything. When Roxanne arrives, Christian is desperate because he knows that Roxanne loves Cyrano's intelligence and his letters. He goes to battle and an enemy soldier kills him. Roxanne feels destroyed, but Cyrano comforts her. War is over and men return home. They meet their women and children. Cyrano is old now. He still has his enormous nose, but now it is wrinkled. Roxanne is still sad because of her husband's death. She doesn't wear her red dress. Now she wears a black dress. She lives in a convent. Cyrano frequently visits Roxanne because he's still in love with her. Cyrano is still very intelligent, but now he is not strong in fights because he is old, and old people don't fight in general. One day, a bad old man hit him in the head. In spite of this, Cyrano goes to visit Roxanne. When he is with Roxanne, Cyrano is almost blind because of the terrible blow. In the dark, he can only see his beloved's face. She reads the last letter from Christian. Cyrano recites the letter by heart. Roxanne loves Cyrano now, and Cyrano dies. But just before dying, he smiles because he's in the arms of his beloved.